course, we saw you in August. Afterwards, you made it clear that you wanted to fight Vitor Belfort.
Sure did.
The fact that you're here, can we determine that maybe that wasn't progressing very well?
You know what? I said yes. Vitor said yes. The UFC just had different plans for now. But after I win this one, on such short notice, I think the UFC owes me a little bit. And I'm going to demand it. I said, I want Vitor. Give me Vitor.
Very nice. Well, what have you been up to since then? I mean, I know you like to stay ready and fight as often as possible. But what have you been doing since August?
You know, my good friend, teammate Sean Strickland fights here in a few weeks. So I got right back to the gym because he needed training partners. So I haven't been dieting all that much. But I've been training every day, usually about twice a day, just trying to get him ready.
Nice. So you get the call to step in on late notice. Just tell me how the whole process went. I mean, was this one that you volunteered for? Did they reach out? How did it happen?
Well, we've been bugging him for a fight. He said we wanted to fight again this year, just like everybody on the UFC roster. We were told it's probably not going to happen. I said, all right. So honestly, I've been training. I started running because I was anticipating Anderson Silva or Gastelum getting injured. So sign me up. I'm there. So I was kind of training for that one, just in case. But then I was in the middle of practice 2 Mondays ago, and my wife came out and said, Sam, we got the call. You want to fight in 10 days? I said, yes. I said, 205? I said, yeah. And then we checked. She said, no, it's at 85. So, oh. So I was like, checked the scale. I was like, it's like right at the border. I mean, if I really try, I think I can do it. So even my coaches were split on if I should try and cut all the weight in time. But we decided, you know what, anything can be done. So we're here, and we're gonna make the biggest weight cut of my life, but we're gonna do it successfully.
Are you willing to share where it was, where that line is?
The line. So I was north of 220, but I am no longer north of 220. Yeah, as soon as camp is over, as soon as I'm back, I'm lifting. I'm getting swole. But this, and I'm eating. It's not just being swole. But it was a lot of fun making weight so far.
So far, we're key there. Well, let me tell you, you get the offer for the fight. No disrespect to your opponent, but I gotta think there's no way you knew anything about him, right? So I mean, how does that process go?
For me, I say yes, and I'll figure it out later. It's always been the case, and my career's been going real well so far. I always say, fighters fight. If you don't fight, you're not really a fighter. And if a fight is offered, so sure. If I can make the weight, if I can do that, then absolutely, I'm in.
What do? Do you once the fight's together, do you study him at all? Do you try to watch tape?
Yeah, I watched everything I could. I know he's a stud. Usually one of the things we do first is find out who he's fought, and a lot of times they've got and he's 15 or 16-3, but a lot of times it's kind of a padded record. But we looked, and he's fought a lot of studs. I mean, he's fought a lot of guys who are like 30-4 and 29-7 who have big winning records. So he's no joke. I couldn't take him lightly, and I've got my idea of what I want to have happen, and I'm going to go out there and try and make it happen.
You've established yourself as a fun fighter. I mean, both stylistically and also, just your personality as well. But I mean, you win this fight, you're 6-1, right? I mean, you're on a nice little stretch. Do you feel like maybe it's time to start not just say fun fighter, but legitimate contender as well?
You know what? As long as the UFC likes me, the fans like me already, and I'm gonna be that fighter. I'm gonna be that fighter that's got the dynamite in hands. I'm gonna be that fighter that can even submit black belts if the need be. And it's just a matter of time. The Vitor fight, I think, will be my real ticket to the top 10 Starlight. And you know what? He wants the fight too, so we'll make it happen.
Smaller family contingent running around this week. The little man's back there wandering around in the background.
Yeah, because it was so short notice, we couldn't get my other two. It was too much ticketing and planning and figuring all that out. So we only got my youngest one right now.
I know that probably bothers you. I know what a family guy you are, but I guess knowing that you're so dialed in on a weight cut as well, are you sad that they're not here, or is it also good because you got a lot to do?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I love having them around. It's wonderful. But then it was actually, we got here, and the rooms are a lot smaller than everywhere else we've been. I don't know where we would have put them. So in that regard, it was probably better they didn't come.
Nice. Well, you always got a good direction in mind, man. You pay attention, and you know that you've got to progress your career. You're talking about the Vengeance Tour, but it sounds like Vitor is still the name at the top of that list. Is that the plan after this?
Yeah, I want Vitor. I'm gonna get that microphone, and I'm gonna call him out again so everyone can hear. But Vitor, I want him. He wants to fight me, and I think it's a dynamite fight. So hopefully we can convince the UFC to say yes.
Very nice. And as far as Saturday, I mean, knowing that your opponent's tough, but maybe not stylistically know everything about him, I mean, what do you expect to see out of this fight?
The one thing I'm sure he's not going to do is kick at my legs and run away. Apparently that's how you beat me. So if anyone wants to beat me, kick at my legs and don't fight me for 3 rounds. This guy isn't that. So this will be a real fight. This is the fight I've got to keep my hands up, my chin down. I've got to be ready to sprawl. He's good at everything. He's a Sambo champion. He's the M1 champion. It really is a tough fight for me. But the first thing I have to do is make weight. So I make weight first, and then I'll do a lot more research on him.